Listen up, you ain't gonna wanna miss this one. So it's not the typical knock through from us. We installed an RSJ goalpost detail, countersunk in the ceiling, but we had to install monster foundations, and not only that, a 1.6 reinforced concrete tie beam between the two. We had 7.4 meters of concrete on this project. We had to break through 300 mil of concrete, and the main one was making sure that the building was safely supported while we completed this renovation project. So keep watching to see how we got on with this project, and remember, if you like the video, don't forget to give us a like and a subscribe. So here you can see me using the Hilti petrol grinder with the water dust suppressing attachment. So I've marked on the wall where we're going to be cutting it. This grinder actually cuts right the way through both sides. So I've plumbed it down with a pencil mark. You don't need any props in place for this. These will go in after. So the lads are behind me cutting the ceilings down, just so we sort of know what we're dealing with. Now's the time to get the props in place. So we need to support the floor joists either side of this wall. So the ceiling's been cut back with a multi-tool, a spreader plate's put in, and the acros are installed every metre. So that 4x4 post that you can see is the only thing that's supporting the back of this house on a double timber. The timbers are not even bolted together. So we need to remove the stud wall and the rest of the masonry wall to create a bit of space. Then the problem is, how do we support that beam and allowing us room to get the excavator inside the building? Next task is to cut through the concrete screed, cut through the concrete oversight, and then get the concrete breakers in. Oh, a little bit of cheeky Instagram and TikTok there. Break out the concrete, ready to get the excavator in and start digging out for this foundation. Right, as you can see, we've had a fantastic day. So that wall's come out. Here we go, guys. We've got a micro excavator inside the building. These Takuchis are absolute machines. The only issue is they go down to 1.7 deep, and we need to go 1.95 at its deepest. We did toy between the idea of going electric, but the run time, the battery charge time wasn't an option. So we've got the front door open, the back door open with ventilation, and we've also got a extractor fan with a 300mm ducting about to come out to extract the fumes out of the building. Right, there you go.
must have bought 5 sofas in my lifetime. I don't own any now.
1.4 wide. We've got to go 1.1 that way, 1.9 deep. So we've just hit depth, which is way down there. Nearly 2 metres. So tomorrow's task, we're going to be digging underneath the existing foundation, essentially an underpin. So we've got to be a little bit careful on that one, and then pull this through at 1.6, and then we've got another one this side. This one's a little bit smaller, not as deep. I think it's 1.6 deep, so it shouldn't be too bad. See you tomorrow. Well, I can't even see you on this camera. There's a man down there. So ideally you want to put some shoring up in place when you're a metre deep, but Dan's just down there just clearing the holes at the bottom, and then we'll have him straight out. On to the next one now. We decided to pull this padstone out with the digger and then pull off of the digger for the tyre beam, and it worked out a lot quicker and a lot easier. So we've had another fantastic day, absolutely shattered. We've got about 10, 12 tonne out by hand so far. So, well, not by hand, but out the front by hand. So yeah, we're doing extremely well. That one is dug to depth, 1.9 by 1.4 by 1.1. So it's effectively like a bit of an underpin. And I believe the reason for that was tree roots and for structural stability. This one was dug out. It's not as deep on this side, and we haven't got to underpin this one. We're going to tie it into the existing foundation because it's the same level. So we're going to show you that as well. We'll do some post-concrete rebar fixing. So yeah, 2-part chem fix, and we're drill and fix some rebar into the existing one, and then we'll pour that so it's all completely tied in together. On top of the monster dig, the monster padstones, the monster concrete tie beam, and using C35 concrete, the engineer has spec'd rebar top and bottom as well, tying into these padstones. So we're just getting that set in now, and then that's ready to be inspected. On Monday, we got the existing foundation there, and I'm going to be installing post-concrete rebar. So what we're going to do is use chem fix. I've cut some rebar to the lengths that I need. Basically, you want to use a drill bit 2mm bigger than the size of the rebar, just so it allows for a bit of chem fix round it, keep it nice and strong. So that's basically it. I'm going to jump down in the hole, I'm going to drill them out, chem fix it, leave them sticking out, so when the new concrete is poured on top, that'll be absolutely solido. Right, so that completes a short week. We started Tuesday because it's a bank holiday Monday, so we did 4 days, 3 guys, 1 digger. That is that for now. I booked the building inspector in for Monday morning, so that could be any time between 10:30 and 12:30 or 12. I'm going to book the concrete in for 1 o'clock and a pump as well, because we've got 7.5 cube coming in here. and I don't fancy barring in. It's between 20 and 25 wheelbarrows per tonne, so I'll let you do the maths. Have a good weekend, see you later. Carl, you do not know how good it feels to get that concrete in. Anyone who knows about foundations will know how satisfying that feels to get that in. 7.4 cubic metres of C35 concrete's gone in that. But that feels good. So, game plan today. Dan built that pier yesterday and sort of left it low, just so we can swing and put the steel on there if we need to. These are going to be countersunk, so we've got a steel beam running through here, so we need to notch out these joists right the way through. We need to remove that double beam, which is taking the inside skin of the building, which is taking the roof load, so that's quite important. We was going to needle through, right the way through, but the outside skin is timber frame, so it's not going to work without causing too much damage. So what we're going to do is pin this side under the flat roof. Dan's cut some holes in the floor and he's just setting up now. We're going to put strong boys through. Take this double out and then we can see what we're dealing with this one.
Stop there, mate. I'm going to swing that right over there.
Yeah.
And you're going to follow me with that fucking thing, yeah?
The roller.
Yeah. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Right, up you go. Go again, see?
Wait, let me go around a bit.
Whoa!
Be careful as it snaps. It's one bit of a crucial point to note. Just forward think getting your beams in before you put your props in, because if you don't, you ain't got no way of getting that in. So it's a little bit of hard work before you get going, a bit of preparation, but it pays due diligence later on. what a good couple of days. Today we've broke the back of this now. Getting that main beam in, that feels good. The whole back of this house is nicely supported now. So basically we've picked up the outside skin is a stud wall. So that is nice and solid underneath the steel beam. We need to dry pack the inside, so we've just overnight, every metre, we've just banged in some timber wedges just to hold that. We'll leave the strong boys in as well. We've just moved everything over here now because we're going to be working on that side, getting the other beam behind me. So a little bit of a tidy up because this is an occupied house. So, you know, do the best we can for them. And that's pretty much it until tomorrow.
I'll get Paul to put a message together.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, I need to know what it is that I'm asking him.
He said that's 20 quid.
Timber both sides. Then we're going to put a spacer in. There's our hole. Nice, make that nice and big so it don't impinge. And then we're going to put this one, sandwich it on the top of that, like so. And then it'll be nice and flush then, ready to take our joist that we're going to cut back. Ah, yeah. So there you have it, timber webbing bolted nice and securely into the web of the steel. These two holes we've had pre-drilled from the fabricators, just so the heating pipes can pass through. We've done two on this beam at this end, and we got two at the other end. Now we need to cut the joists out, so just allowed 10mm to give us a nice bit of tolerance for the steel to fit in. I used a laser to run the line through, and then I plumb it off the roofing square and then use a reciprocating saw to cut them out.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, with a
Nice. All that work and then it goes in 30 seconds.
Alright.